Okay, today is part of the class, not all the class, but part of the class you could do as part of your waking up. Like you just start waking up, unless you have to go to the bathroom really bad. You can lay in your bed and think about things and do these three moves, and it will start impacting your core, your stomach, your control of your stomach, but not just that. These three moves, if you continue to do them regularly, help to walk better. It helps you because it starts turning on and utilizing some of the main muscles that we have to use when we're walking that stabilize our spine. So your back stops hurting. So it's more than just it gives you a flat stomach. It doesn't give you a flat stomach as you think that is a flat stomach. And I have my gloves on so you can see the position of my hands. Get your bar, and we're going to use our little band. And then, so I'm going to get us started, and then we're going to go right into those three moves that you can do in the bed. So here's the bar. Yes, I'll take a step, bring a leg up, step back, take a step, bring a leg up. I'm not going to bring it up very high because I want you to focus primarily on what is the position of your thumbs when you're holding a bar. So this is a warm up. So I'm going to step. I'm going to go knee, step back, step, knee. And you're only holding it up there like a couple seconds. So practice that, step back. So it's just like you were stepping onto the pad. I don't think you can see that here. I'm back here far enough that I think you can see what I'm doing. But look at the bar. See the bar? How do you grasp your bar? See, usually you grasp your bar, your thumbs are forward, correct? And go ahead and swing your arms like that. You're going to step forward, knee up, step down, step forward, knee up. See that? I'm going to step, knee up, and I'm swinging my arms, step, knee up, swinging my arms. Now, when that knee comes up, y'all, drop your shoulders, yes. And I want you to just pull in your belly button. Not hard, but it's more of a bracing. That starts getting us ready for what we're going to do in just a second or two. More than two. See what I'm doing? So I'm grasp my bar, my thumbs are forward, but my shoulders are down. So these kinds of motions, without a lot of weight, it's your own body weight, and they're done repetitively, is tantamount to flossing through your joints. Okay? It's just getting debris out of those joints so they work better and getting the synovial fluid flowing. Yeah, you can do just a walk, but we're doing some specific moves around a walk. See how I'm just constantly doing this kind of a thing? But what you don't see that I'm doing is I'm keeping my tummy tight. I'm dropping my shoulders. I'm keeping my toes forward. My thumbs are forward right now. And then I'm going to put the bar on the other hand. Okay? Thumbs are forward. So I'm not going to do this first big move that I'm priming you for. I don't start off with it, is what I'm trying to tell you. And a lot of people will come to their golf game. They will come to their pickleball ball. They will get up and do gardening. They will, see, I'm saying they because, of course, none of y'all do it. Keep going. Don't stop. Your tummy is tight. Your shoulders are down. This is our warm-up. And it's utilizing multiple joints, but in a low impact way, not huge movements. Just getting the blood going and getting your joints functioning better. And not the least of which would be your ankle and your feet in this one little move that I'm doing. So I'm stepping forward, I'm continuing to swing my hands, I grip one is open. Take a big breath through your nose. When you take a breath through your nose, keep your shoulders down. Yeah, and you just do that repeatedly. And this is your ankles, this is your feet, your toes, your knee, your hip, which impacts your lower back. The shoulders are rotating back and forth multiple times, high repetition, switch. So now I've switched to one hand, now I'm back to this hand the second time, and I'm fixing to go to the other hand. I didn't quite get my knee up there. Take a breath. Yes. And now we're going to switch it one last time. So I was in this hand twice, I'm in this hand twice. But I constantly kept doing this flossing motion through the arms, hips, knees, feet, just forward by bringing my, and you can keep walking for if you have an area that you can take more than one step, good, do that. See, I'm gonna go here, gonna go here, gonna go here. Then I can come back, do it all over again. Okay, now we're ready. Take a breath. I'm gonna go up on my toes and back down and raise my toes. So up on the toes, raise your heels. Then you have to tighten. You're gonna rotate and you're gonna go into your heels. Now, some of you might feel a little uncomfortable and you might raise the heels and get really off balance. So you need to do that with your hand on a wall, a chair, you get the idea. But I want you to be able to let your arm free, so let's try that again. You're gonna go heels up, you come down, toes up, come down, heels up, come down. See this rocking and rolling that you're doing? I'm telling you, get in a habit if you're waiting in a line, and you don't have to do them both at once. That's okay. Do one at a time. Do this kind of thing. Now, what you don't see that I'm doing right now, I am pulling up my heels. I'll turn to the side here. See, I'm pulling up my heels, keeping my knees soft. Keep my knees soft, pulling up the toes. My tummy is tight, but I am squeezing the quarter. Very important little maneuver in the ankle rolling, I'll call it. Up with the heels, up with the toes. Don't lock your knees. It's very tempting to lock your knees. Don't lock your knees, keep the knees soft. Rib cage up, shoulders down, breathing through the nose. Now, specifically bring those toes up. So it's bringing the toes up that's going to get you off balance the most. Why? Because we're not used to doing it, number one. So get your mechanics, drop your shoulders, brace, breathe, bring one toe up. See, if you don't do one at a time, I'm telling you, you will like barely, Ruby's gonna bark probably. She's sleeping now, but she's gonna hear something. See how I'm coming up? This is so valuable. This right here, pulling those toes up, pulling the toes up, pulling the toes up. So if you can't do them together, do them one at a time. And that may help you do this, okay? And then go back into the toe lift. Now, turn your hand backward, okay? Turn your thumbs backward. You got it? So see, I can go like this with the bar, and it's really good to have a bar in your hand, okay? Because that really gets that hand turned. Because I'm gonna come up, not fast. I've already warmed up my shoulders, I've already flossed them. I'm gonna come right here and grab, and my thumbs are pointing backwards, meaning my palms are up. My palms are up. My son just arrived. She's gonna bark. Shh. And I'm gonna come up. Okay, right here, squeeze the quarter, grab, and come back down. Now, if you have significant forward head or rounded shoulders, this is gonna be very difficult to do. That's why I get all those flossing moves back and forth. Now the palms are turned up, and I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna grab it, keep my thumbs pointed backwards, and come back down, okay? If you have pain in your shoulders, don't do this one fast. But keep working at a full range of motion with your shoulder joint, like this, okay? See how my thumbs are pointed backwards? My palms are up. Don't lock your knees. Now go ahead and just go into the toe box. Don't worry about going back and raising your toes. Just raise your heels. Just keep raising your heels because I want some contraction in the calf muscles. I want some work done with my lower leg, which involves the ankle, while I'm doing this motion. Keep your palms up. Okay, now right now, add one more thing. See, I'm lifting my heels, my palms are up, but I'm squeezing the quarter. Yes, right now, this is when you want to do it. See, I just bring them up, I squeeze the quarter, I keep my palms up, don't go fast, especially if you have painful shoulders, okay? I understand that. Take a breath. Here we go. But then what we do is we start limiting the ways in which we use our arms and our shoulders because it hurts. So we're doing a very measured, very beneficial move. And we're doing it up to 8 times. I mean, if you can do 5, that's great. If you can do 10, that's good too. See how I'm going up into the toe box? I'm squeezing a quarter. So this is tantamount to what's called tight walking. I forget who the star, she was a movie star, was. This was years ago. I cannot remember her name. She was real popular. And they said, well, you must work out. You just look so nice and all this. And she goes, I don't work out at all. She goes, I do a thing called tight walking. Well, what is tight walking? It's walking with good posture. Yeah, not just slinging through the move, which means every time your foot strikes and you push off, you tight one cheek, then the other cheek. That's tight walking. So we're doing it while we're doing this very important all the way up and down shoulder rotation. I think we've done 10 by now. Okay, we're gonna come back down right to here. Shoulders are down. I'm gonna hip hinge, keep my chin tucked. I'm gonna take my bar and from a straight arm motion, I'm gonna do a pendulum. So we're focusing on core today and shoulders specifically. I'm trying to do some moves to help you with your shoulders and your core, which if you think about it while you're doing it, you're going to do both in a lot of these moves. Because right now, I'm stabilizing my core by pushing my hips back, okay? Keeping my chin tucked so I'm not cranking my chin up like that. Then, my knees are soft, so my back is very extended. Okay, that means my spine is stable here. Okay, and you're doing again a flossing motion while you're putting gentle pressure, pushing right down through the heels, keeping your tummy tight on your core right here, gentle, because it's stabilizing everything. Okay, so after I've done that, now I'm ready to do a load. So I'm gonna put my bar down for just a minute, okay? I'm gonna find a wall, a counter. I'm gonna use this wall. I would be using my counter if I was back in Michigan. Or you can do a chair, your kitchen chair. You can put your hands on it and you're gonna come back like that because I'm gonna do that on the wall. If you have very sore shoulders, if you have something going on with them and you put pressure when you're gonna do a push-up, then my suggestion would be go to a wall, okay? Your hands are gonna come right straight from the shoulder. You're not gonna go up, you're not gonna go down. You're gonna come straight into from the shoulder, okay? And I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna keep my elbows in and my tummy tight. And I'm gonna come down and push back, okay? This is gonna protect the shoulder and you're addressing core integrity now, your core. Because when you go down, you don't wanna, be all wacky wonky with your core section. You want it to be tucked in. So you're going to set your core, so to speak, drop your shoulders. I'm gonna be shoulder width apart. I'm gonna drop to my elbows, push back. I'm gonna keep my butt tight by squeezing the quarter right now. And here's the biggest thing right now is when you're gonna do this, so many people try to reach out with your head and they want to touch their nose or their chin or whatever to the wall. Don't do that. All I want you to do is bend those elbows, keep tight in your core, and as you're coming into the wall, really squeeze the quarter right there and come back. So this workout today, if you want to help your core out and you want to get stronger, more efficient with core strength, then you pull up this little workout that we're going to do. But I'm also addressing shoulder issues and arm. And I'm going to do it at the same time that I'm working on the core. Drop your shoulders, drop the chin, tighten the gluteals. You're going to come right in and touch those elbows. You should be feeling it on the backs of your arms by this time. You're going to be tight here, but this is the working muscle. So this is all stabilizers, okay? So don't discount it and think, oh, it's doing nothing. These are your stabilizers. This is what all those muscles are supposed to be doing every time you go for a walk, every time you stand in line, every time you do anything like that. Your core has to be working. Take a breath. Big breath. Bring those elbows in. Push back. Tight tummy. Squeeze the quarter. Yes. Stay with me. Stay with me. Take a breath. Drop your shoulders. Get that chin tucked. Right down here. Now hold, 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 hold. And then come back. We're going to do it again. Here we go. Breath. Come right in here. Hold, 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 hold. Breath, 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 breath. Push back. Come down. If you did those with me and you really pulled those elbows under, see, don't let them come out here, not for this one. We'll do that, but not right now. Okay. So, while we're at the wall, we'll let them rest. We'll just come here, and we're not really pushing in. Now we're going to just tap right here. See that? Just tap right there. Okay, everybody is wondering, well, why is she doing that? That's just a nothing move. Not so. See, I'm putting a little stay on. I'm going to put my fingers right here. I'm not going to push in because I just want to activate this, this, and this. I'm keeping my shoulders down. I don't want to use them a lot. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to come out here. I'm going to go tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, tap, lift, and bring it back in. Take a breath, little fingers, put my toe back there, squeeze, squeeze the gluteal, here we go. This leg is bent, not bent, I shouldn't say bent, it's soft, okay? I just want this leg to be soft. Little fingers here, little index finger tap, go one, breath, 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 bring it in. Take a big breath, little fingers, drop your shoulders, tuck your chin. Here I'm going to tap. And if you can just tap right there, that's fine. You don't have to lift it. If you don't feel you can, just right there. You just want to activate the gluteal hamstring complex. Breath, 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 breath. One more. Breath. Bring it in. Nice. Okay, one last move. Then we're going to get to the 3 moves that basically all of Pilates, the program Pilates, that type of thing or work is based around. And we're going to do the 3, and you could do them in your little bed before you get out of your pajamas. Before we do that, go back to your wall. We've lifted the leg back here, right? We've activated here. We've lifted it. And yeah, you can do 3 sets of 10. But I'll be happy if we get 1 right now. So here we are. I'm going to take one leg back. I can keep it tapped. I'm going to put one hand up, the opposite hand, and I'm going to pull it back as I lift that opposite leg. And I'm going to hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to come down. Take a breath. Drop your shoulders. Tight. Brace, brace, brace. Now, the opposite leg is going to come out. And you can keep the toe on the ground. If you can't really lift it up, that's fine. This motion, opening your hip, is really a game changer. If you can just do that, then take the opposite hand, and you're going to lift, and you're going to hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do that one more time, maybe 2 more times. Okay, I'm right here. Drop my shoulders. Yes. Chuck my chin. Yes, I want my ears over my shoulders if possible. Breathe through the nose. And now, last thing, soften your knees. Make sure your toes are forward. Soften your knees. And I'm going to just put the tap of the toe back. I'm going to bring this hand up. Whoop. Put your hands right there. Lift and lift. And hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right here. Opposite leg. All systems go for posture. Drop your shoulders, tight tummy. Squeeze the gluteal. I got my toe back here. Opposite hand up on the wall. Lift and lift that arm back. So this is called, if I did both hands, it would be called a Superman. A lot of times I will teach this on the floor. I'm not doing that today. I'm showing you some techniques that you can use right on the wall if you're not going to get in the floor. Okay? So those are some really great, important core and shoulder moves, not only for strengthening, but to really impact the core. Now, there's 3 main moves that I'm going to go over right now. The first one we've done before, and usually they're done on the floor. I want you to pretend you're in bed, and you just woke up, and yeah, you might have to go to the bathroom. So go to the bathroom, and then you get back in bed. You know you do that, don't you? So I'm going to pretend that I'm in bed, so I am going to lay down. However, those of you who know that you're not going to lay down, you don't have your bed right there, You can do all these from the chair or from your bench. Okay, you just lean back and you kind of do a modification. Got it? Okay, so here I go. I'm gonna get down on the floor. You can use your chair. This is my chair, my bench, or you can just get down there, just like that. See that football stance? Walk yourself out, and you are down in the floor. Now, I'm gonna roll to the side. While I'm getting into position, again, you wanna use these positional moves, I call them. Now, if you were sitting on your chair, then you would be doing a 90-90 with your hips. See? We're on the floor. See? I'm gonna go over here. So now I've stretched both hips. I've used my shoulders. I'm getting ready to do 3 of the main moves involved in true deep core development as far as strength and endurance, okay? If I were, again, stay in the floor if you're in the floor, but if I couldn't do this in the floor right now, again, I would encourage you to be on your bed. You would be doing these. We got down the floor. If you can't, then you're gonna do a 90-90 in your chair. And you're gonna be so far ahead of the game just because you did several of these. Okie dokie? I think I'm okay with everything. Okay, let me continue. So, I've gone ahead and I've stretched through my hips both ways. If you're sitting, you just sit. If you're laying in your bed or on the floor, if you have a bad back, do not just take yourself back there. It's too much. And your back will pay the price because you're not ready for that. If you happen to be there, we're going to lay down. We're going to do a dead bug. We've done this before, but I'm going to point out a few things that you might not have realized. Okay, so I'm down. See, I went to the side, and now I just bring one leg in, and I bring the other leg in, and it's right now that you get your back in control, your core in control. When you're in this position, and we can turn the palm out or in. See that? So this is one of the reasons why I did the different motions that I did with the bar to get warmed up. Because if you put your hand down and your thumbs are facing back down, see, that's a very different thing than turning them this way and going all the way over your head. See that? Now, some of you may have shoulder issues and you didn't even realize it until you did this move. So again, right now, if I were with you in your little room, I would check your back position. See, right now, I want you to pull your belly button in. I want you to just pull your belly button in and tighten in on the belly button. You see how I have a big gap? And then if I pull my belly button in to get it ready, I'm setting my core, and I would poke you right at your belly button area, and I would want to feel it taunt. And just not so you can't breathe, but just taunt. Keep it in that position. When you do anything with your arms now, thumbs down, now thumbs out. Keep the belly button pulled in. Now just hold your hands up there, and all I want you to do now is don't let your back move. Keep that belly button tucked, and I want you to go down, and I want you to tap your heel, and then come back. So, what we're doing right now is what you need to be doing with your core when you're walking, when you're gardening, when you're doing things. This is taunt. Keep the belly button pulled in. You don't want to jam your back to the ground, but you don't want it coming up every time you put your heel down. And see here, I'm hovering. I'm not really touching. I want to keep my belly button tucked. So this is crucial right now because this you're activating the deep core muscles. The transversus abdominis, which is very hard to do, especially past 50. Here we go. Drop your shoulders, keep your hands up, because I want you to pull the belly button in right now. Bring the leg down, keep the belly button in, and you're just tapping. See, I'm just tapping. Breath, 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 breath. Bring it up. And you don't let the back come up. You keep your belly button tucked in. Here we go. Down. I'm going to touch the heel. Keep your belly button tucked in. Don't let the back come up. Just little taps, little taps, little taps. Breath, little taps. Bring it back in. So now just hang on here. We're going to do the other leg in just a second. Now we're going to take just a little break. Put your hands, thumb down. You're going to go down over the shoulders and you're going to really stretch. Okay, now pull the hands up, pull the belly button in. This is your chance. Pull the belly button in. Okay, other leg comes down. Breath, tap, breath. Keep the belly button pulled in. Yes, tap. Belly button pulled in. Breath, tap, breath, tap, breath, tap. Bring it back up. Turn the hands out. The palms are out. The thumbs are forward. And we're going to take that hand all the way over the head again. Carefully. Go as far down as you can. You're going to stay in your dead bug position right here. Breath. Breath. Really stretch those shoulders. Okay, right now is your chance. As you bring your arms up, pull the belly button in. Yes. Now stay right there. I'm going to go heel tap, heel tap, heel tap. Don't let your belly button go. Breath, breath, breath through the nose. Don't let your back come up. That's why I want you to keep your belly button tucked in. Belly button tucked in. Yes, yes. Breath, 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 breath. Belly button tucked in. And bring it back down. Bring it back down. Woo! Okay. Side to side. And see, if you were on the chair here, you would just lean back and you would be doing some of the same kind of things. Or you would go lay on a bench or on your bed. You can do all of this in your bed. So before you get out of bed, just throw the covers off and go into a dead bug positioning. At least do this one. This is a call to wait. Why am I telling you how important this is? Because basically these three moves that I'm trying to talk you through, little nuances of it, especially having to do with the position of your back, shoulders, all that, breathing, breathing, breathing. It is impacting those deep core muscles that make you stand, walk, sit, do everything much easier, and it does have an impact on the shape and the function of your abdominals, okay? So, but that's the least of the benefits of this. So if you're sitting in a chair, you're doing the wave action again, and you're taking a little break, and we're gonna hit this one more time, then we're gonna move on to the second exercise. So the dead bug is so important, but it's the nuances of it that really make it important, that really make it work, okay? So get your legs in position, and again, you could do it laying down or you could laying back on a chair, and just bring your one knee up, then the other knee up, lean back into the back of the chair, okay? You might have to hold with your arms, you can't put your hands up. So some things with modification is just harder. So do this as an experiment. So if you're in this position, go ahead and pull your belly button in, and you can feel it come in, and then you can do the work, whether you hold it and you're tapping down, or whether you just keep doing it. Now I want you to take your hands, I don't care which position, one position or the other. Go over the head, stretch, over the head, okay? Now as you're coming up, I want you to pull the belly button in. That's the position I want you to stay in. Now hold the belly button in there, breathe, breathe, and we're a dead bug. Okay, you can go both arm and leg on the same side, or you can do opposites, but the belly button stays in. Breath. You're coming up, exhale. Breathing in, and then exhale. This one, get to where you can do a good 2 sets of these, 2 sets of 10. That would be a really good thing to shoot for. Okay, now I'm doing both sides, arm and leg, and I'm just keeping that belly button in so that my back doesn't come off the ground. But don't hold your breath. Breath, 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 breath. Yes, it's abdominal breathing. And don't hold your breath. Okay? Then I'm going to come down. Now, as this progresses, you see, I can straighten my leg out. It gets harder. I would not go to this until you could show me that you could do these with the knee bent, and you could do 2 or 3 sets of 10 and holding, and the back not come off the ground. Okay, so I'm telling you there's a progression here. Breath, breath, breath. But as you go on in and you're in the dead bug position, and you can really grab hold of that tummy muscle, you come down, you come back in. See that? So you can put the hands over your head, but the position of your back is all important here. Okay? Okay. Since we're here, we're going to roll to the side, and then we're going to come back to center, and we're going to roll to the side as a little positional break. See that? Just a little positional break. So we're down here already. See how we're laying in my bed? Just laying in my bed. And if you're laying in your bed and you have kind of, if you don't have like felt sheets, if you can take your heel and just pull it back and forth. See how I'm pulling it back and forth? Yeah, these are heel slides. Okay, and I'm not going to have you lift your hips right now. I think that might be a little hard for you to do. You can do it, but heel slides are the second move that really activate the deep abdominal muscles. Now, you can push on the other leg and lift your hips a little and then do your heel slide if you want to. Or you cannot lift your hips at all, and I just want you to go all the way out, and then I want you to pull it all the way in as far as you can. See that? And if you lift your hips even a little bit, it's going to be a game changer for you because it's going to be a lot harder. So you are working with your deep abdominal muscles in order to do a heel slide. Yeah. Breath, and you can lift up, and you can do 3, 4, 5, 6. Then when you're feeling pretty tired, and this is in the gluteal of the hamstrings, I'm going to switch. I'm going to put my heel, see I'm using these little furniture slides if you're on the floor. But if you're in your bed, you don't even, you can just use your heel, just slide your heel. Don't lift your hips or anything. Just slide. See, if I could just get people that have knees replaced and hips replaced like myself. See, I'm using these little heel slides. Furniture movers is what they're called. But this is my knee replaced side. This is my hip replaced side. So I am telling you though, I'll go in here so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? So you don't even have to lift your hip. I just want you to go all the way out, and then I want you to push down on your heel and pull it in. That's all I want you to do. See, I'll put this one down so you can see what I'm doing. So this is my knee replaced side. I know I'm weaker. on the hamstrings on this one. But if you can just do this before you get out of bed, you don't have to do it fast. You just keep your tummy tucked in by pulling your belly button in so that it stabilizes your spine. So as I'm pulling in, see, I'm pulling in, I'm stabilizing my back. I'm not letting my back come up every time I go out, and when I come in, I pull it in. I keep it in. So you're keeping this kind of in an isometric hold while you do this move. This is what has to happen when you're walking. You have to stabilize your spine. And these deep muscles will do it if you'll keep that belly button pulled in as you're pushing down on that disc or pushing down into your heel and sliding this. You're going to start feeling it up in through your gluteal or hamstring, but this has to be starting to get fatigued. Because why? Because you've kept your belly button pulled in and you've stabilized your spine through this whole movement. So that is the key here. Take a big deep breath. Then when you get tired, do your little wave. And you can bring your arms over to the side. You can bring your arms over to the side. And you take a breath. And you take a breath. And you take a breath. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay? Now, if you've been laying down here doing this, or if you've been in the chair doing it, you can do these heel slides in a chair. Okay, especially if you have one of these little furniture movers, or you have a smooth surface that you can just pull back. I'm having you sit up here, see this? And I'm just crossing over, and I'm just taking a little break here, a movement break. And I'm using my back, my hips, my shoulders, because as I do this, I just cross over. I don't let it, I don't push it down. I just turn until you put a little pressure in your upper body. It's kind of like a sideline push-up, see? Just like this, just a little break. And again, you can do all of this laying in your little bed. And you don't have to work hard at it. Go slow. Just work through these three big main moves. The first one is the dead bug, and I showed you the progression. The next one is the heel slides, and you can do a heel slide anywhere you're at. Just get to where you can do a couple of sets of 10. And now we're going to go into the hip lifts. Now we've done this many times, and this is the very first move that anybody will do in therapy. Well, one of the first moves. If you have knee issues, hip issues, but you're doing it for core work as well, okay? And then later on, you can put a weight across your abdomen if you want to do that. So I'm going to turn this away so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm laying down to the side. Again, I'm pretending you're in bed, okay? You just woke up. Or let's say you're getting ready to go to sleep. Roll over, here you are, and you can bring one hand over your head at the same time. That you do one set and then switch and put the other hand over the head and just kind of let it be a traction move. If you have shoulder issues, just let it sink right down into the ground. Okay, I'm going to put my heels down. That's number one. Then I'm going to start to squeeze through the gluteals, okay? And there goes the belly button, stabilizing the spine. And see, I don't have to go way up. There's a lot of people that push their hips way up. That's not necessary. I want you to just hold it right here. And then I want you to come down. And you keep your belly button tucked in. That stabilizes the spine, okay? Later on, you could put a weight across here, but right now, we're trying to educate and inform our brain-body connection and get the mechanics down, okay? And don't worry about going way up. Just my rear end is tight. I'm squeezing the quarter. My hand is up over my head. I'm gonna come back down, but I'm not gonna let go of my belly button, not yet. I'll do that when we do a little rest here. But I'm pushing down into the heels, lifting, holding, 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 holding. And yeah, you just want to do this slowly, kind of as a little, either going to sleep exercise or waking up. You're just moving slowly. Don't discount the information part of informing your brain, informing your muscles what you're wanting them to do. Okay, that kind of communication is so important. We're talking about deep core muscle, okay? And once you've done, you can get to where you can do a good set of 10. You just do it slowly, you're breathing, you're dropping your shoulders. And when you're breathing, so you can put your other hand on your abdominal. And when you're breathing in, so right now I'm lifting, squeezing the quarter, and I'm keeping that tummy pulled in. Okay, just pull in your belly button and you're coming down, you're holding it. Now you can put your feet down because your tibialis anterior will get tired. Now that you're trained to push straight down, the reason I have you put your heels down when you're doing the first lifts is because I really want you to push straight down. I don't want you to push out. I don't want your feet to slip out. Okay, there's a big difference, and that's part of informing your brain. Okay, so here I go. Squeeze the quarter down, squeeze the belly button, and you're keeping the spine very stable by that positional move. Take a big breath. Here we go. See, I breathe, and my belly button comes up. Then I come back in. I don't mean my belly button, but my abdominal, my diaphragm. Not lower abdominal, that stays. It's the diaphragm that comes up, not the shoulders, okay? Breath, push straight down into the feet, squeeze the quarter, and the belly button is in. And see, I don't have to go way up, I don't have to strain my neck, my shoulder, nothing. Squeeze the quarter, pull in the belly button, breathe. Through the diaphragm comes up, and it goes down. See that? Okay, 2 more. Here we go. Push straight down into the feet. Squeeze the quarter. Right here, the diaphragm comes up, and we come back down. But our spine stays very stable. Okay, I'm going to roll to the side, and I want you to be very clear on these. There was little mechanical things that I told you are very important. And a lot of times your Pilates don't work, or that type of movement don't work because you don't get the mechanics. It's not that complicated. So pulling in that belly button is really the big deal on this, okay? Okay, so the 3 were the dead bug and variations of the dead bug. Yes. The heel slides, yes. And hip lifts with good breathing and good postural techniques. Just real quick, I want to show you. See, these are the heel slides. I wouldn't do them both together, but if you have one and you can put a little pressure on the down leg, not the moving leg. See, this is my moving leg. See this one? By just pulling that in. See, just pulling that in. That's a big deal. But if you go and press, and now you try to pull it in, yeah, it gets more complicated. So you don't have to make it that hard. It's that pulling in that really makes it work. Okay, I'm going to grab my band. I told you I was going to grab my band because the lifts that I'm going to do today at the end of class here has to do with, yeah, your shoulders, but also your core. So here's your band, all right? And I'm gonna grab it with my hands. And if you have a lot of shoulder discomfort in and around your shoulder blades, this is gonna release a lot of it. If you'll just grab, put your elbows in, and then pull the backs of your hands out while you're pulling your shoulders down. And you're gonna hold it here. You're gonna breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. You're dropping your shoulders. And see, I have a constant pull. My shoulder blades are in, and you don't move your wrists, but you gotta hold it there. So you might say, well, how long do I have to hold it? Your shoulders will tell you when you can't hold it anymore. Drop your shoulders again, really pull. See, I'm just moving front to back. Drop your shoulders. See, this one you could use like if you were riding in a car, not when you're driving, but when you're riding in a car, or you're riding a long distance, you got a band, you know, a sock, anything, but a band works really well. See this? I'm dropping my shoulders constantly, breathing, pulling the backs of my hands out with my elbows into my hip bones. Keep pulling, just a couple more seconds. Okay, a couple more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, I have my bucket filled with rocks. I focused on moves that you could do in your bed that impacts your core, your transverse abdominis, and all your abdominal muscles. But that deep one is hard to activate unless you do some of the moves like I showed you today with your tummy pulled in. So here's my bucket. I'm out in my garden or I'm out in my yard and there's a big bucket that I gotta move, right? So here we go. So load up your bucket, or if you don't have a bucket or if you don't have a bag, your weights, the weights you got from me, make it a heavy one. Pick up one, put it as high as you can go, grab it together, just like I'm grabbing this. I'm gonna pull it in close to me. I'm gonna come up. See that? Now what am I gonna do? I'm gonna bring my shoulders up and come back down. I'm not gonna lock my knees. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna come back down. This is a heavy bucket. This has gotta be pretty close to 35 or 40 pounds. I'm gonna put it down. See, I'm pushing my butt back. Tighten. So you gotta keep that core tightened. Okay, stand your ground, your toes are forward. Bring it in, go straight up. Okay, squeeze your butt right here. Now, bring it up with your shoulders, drop. So you can do this with your goblet squat. I mean, we're holding your heavy weight right here. Come up and come down. It's just I don't have my weight, so I filled up this bucket, this 5-gallon bucket full of rocks. And these Tennessee rocks are heavy. Up and come back down. Up and come back down. If you have shoulder issues, this is one with heavy weight that you should try to incorporate. Everybody's different. Everybody has to start at the weight they can handle. But this is doable. With shoulder issues, okay? See how I've dropped my shoulders? See, my knees are soft. My tummy is super tight. My back is very extended because when I go to put it down, I'm going to keep my back extended. I'm not going to round my back. Breath, bring it up, and your shoulders, all your upper body, shoulders, your deltoids, your trapezius, all of that has to work at this and do several until you start feeling it. Breath. Oh. Okay, I'm going to put it down. Take a breath. Now, you could grab it and go and do some carries. Walk around, do some carries. I knew it was going to take some time today to get down on the floor and to work you through that. I wanted to do some specific shoulder loosening, shoulder mobility, and having your hands in and out the way we did it really matters, okay? Take a big deep breath and do a full body swing, go down and around and up. And when you bring the hands up, don't throw them, pull them back there. Yeah, then come back down and around, pull them up, all the way back. Take a big deep breath. And I hope you move better today, just from doing some of those deep core muscles, okay? That's what I hope. Okay, let's see, stop. It hurt me more than you.